Welcome to Hot Drama TV.
The Lollipop couple of Liu Yuning and Zhao Lusi was once one of the most heart-fluttering pairings during the promotion period of the beautiful story of the Pearl Girl. Without deliberate hype or excessive publicity, their natural interactions, warm eye contact, and subtle sense of harmony quietly captured the attention of audiences, creating a wave of sweetness that lingered long after. The charm of this pairing did not come from dramatic gestures, but from a feeling of sincerity and ease. Liu Yuning carries a calm, mature presence, with deep eyes that seem to hold unspoken stories. Beside him, Zhao Lusi radiates a bright, gentle energy, like soft sunlight breaking into his quiet world. This contrast did not create distance. Instead, it complemented each other perfectly, making every shared frame feel balanced, tender, and emotionally rich. Whether on screen or during behind-the-scenes promotional events, their appearances together always felt natural and comfortable. A small smile, a fleeting glance, or the way they attentively listened to one another was enough to convey mutual respect and unspoken understanding. These subtle moments define the unique sweetness of the Lollipop couple, not overwhelming or exaggerated, but soft, warm, and enduring. The rumors that surfaced during the film's promotion may have been fueled by audience affection and imagination, yet one thing remained undeniable. The chemistry between Liu Yuning and Zhao Lusi was real. It was the kind of connection that made viewers want to revisit their shared moments, to hold on to that gentle flutter as a beautiful memory tied to youth and the screen. As time passed, both Liu Yuning and Zhao Lusi continued forward on their individual artistic paths, growing busier and more accomplished in their respective careers. Even so, the image of the Lollipop couple remains cherished and fondly remembered. It does not need to exist beyond the screen to be meaningful. It lives on as a warm, nostalgic chapter in the hearts of those who once felt moved by it. Perhaps what makes this pairing truly special is its sense of just enough. Not too loud, not too distant, simply two people standing side by side, offering a feeling of comfort and quiet joy. And sometimes, for the audience, that is more than enough to define a beautiful pairing, a lasting impression, and a piece of sweetness that slowly melts whenever it is remembered. The sweetness surrounding Liu Yuning and Zhao Lusi is not the kind that overwhelms at first glance, but rather the kind that gently unfolds, lingering quietly in the heart. From the moment they appeared together during the promotion of the beautiful story of the Pearl Girl, there was an unmistakable softness in the air. It was as if their presence side by side naturally created a small, warm world of its own, inviting audiences to slow down and savor every shared moment. Liu Yuning, with his calm demeanor and slightly melancholic gaze, often gives the impression of someone who carries stories deep within his heart. His presence feels steady and reassuring, like a silent promise of protection. Zhao Lusi, on the other hand, embodies brightness and warmth. Her smiles are effortless, her expressions lively, and her energy radiates a youthful charm that feels sincere rather than staged. When these two stand together, their contrasting auras blend seamlessly, forming a harmony that feels both natural and comforting. What makes their pairing especially sweet is the sense of ease between them. There is no sense of tension or forced interaction, only gentle understanding. A brief exchange of glances can feel more meaningful than words, and a simple smile can convey layers of emotion. Liu Yuning's quiet attentiveness paired with Zhao Lusi's expressive warmth creates moments that feel intimate yet innocent, as if the world around them fades away, leaving only shared laughter and silent companionship. Their chemistry feels like the sweetness of a lollipop slowly melting. It is playful at times, tender at others, and always filled with a sense of light-hearted affection. Whether captured in behind-the-scenes clips, interviews, or fleeting promotional moments, their interactions often carry a hint of shy familiarity. Zhao Lusi's laughter seems to soften Liu Yuning's reserved nature, while his steady presence grounds her vibrant energy. Together, they create a balance that feels emotionally satisfying to witness. The beauty of this pairing also lies in its subtlety. There are no grand declarations or dramatic displays of affection. Instead, the sweetness reveals itself in small gestures. The way Liu Yuning listens attentively when Zhao Lusi speaks, the way Zhao Lusi naturally turns toward him, or the shared smiles that appear almost unconsciously. These quiet details resonate deeply with audiences, evoking a sense of warmth that feels genuine and uncontrived. As individuals, both Liu Yuning and Zhao Lusi continue to grow and shine in their own artistic journeys. Yet the memory of them together remains a gentle, cherished chapter. Their pairing does not demand permanence or definition beyond what it was, and perhaps that is why it feels so pure. It exists as a beautiful moment in time, preserved through shared scenes and lingering emotions. In the end, the story of Liu Yuning and Zhao Lusi as the Lollipop couple is less about romance and more about a feeling. It is about comfort, softness, and the quiet joy of two souls whose energies happen to align. Like a sweet candy held on the tongue just a moment longer than necessary, their pairing leaves behind a lingering warmth, a gentle smile, and a memory that remains tender no matter how much time passes. There is another story about Liu Yuning and Zhao Lusi that fans like to imagine, one that exists quietly between reality and dreams, soft enough to feel like it could disappear if spoken too loudly. In this story, they meet not under bright lights or crowded stages, but in the calm moments in between. Liu Yuning is someone who prefers silence, who listens more than he speaks, who observes the world with a steady patience shaped by years of perseverance. Zhao Lusi enters that quiet space like a breeze in early spring, light and effortless, carrying laughter that feels natural rather than forced. She does not try to change his stillness. Instead, she settles into it, making the silence feel warm instead of lonely. They sit side by side, not always talking, sometimes simply sharing the same moment. Liu Yuning glances over occasionally, his expression gentle, as if memorizing the way Zhao Lusi smiles when she is relaxed. Zhao Lusi notices these quiet looks and responds with a soft grin, playful yet sincere, as though she understands without needing words. There is comfort in this mutual awareness, a sense that being together requires no performance. In this imagined world, sweetness is found in the smallest details. Zhao Lusi teasing him lightly, trying to pull him into her cheerful rhythm. Liu Yuning responding with a faint smile, subtle but genuine, as if her presence makes the world feel a little less heavy. Their interactions are slow and unhurried, like time itself has chosen to be kinder when they are together. What makes this story especially tender is its simplicity. There is no urgency, no dramatic turning point. Just two people walking at the same pace, learning how their differences complement one another. Liu Yuning's quiet strength becomes a place of rest, while Zhao Lusi's warmth becomes a gentle light that follows him without blinding. Together they create something balanced and soft, something that feels safe. As the story continues, it does not demand an ending. It lingers instead, like the aftertaste of sweetness that remains long after the candy is gone. This imagined chapter of Liu Yuning and Zhao Lusi is not about promises or forever, but about moments that feel real enough to be cherished. And perhaps that is why fans hold on to it so dearly, because in its gentleness, it offers a reminder that sometimes the most beautiful stories are the quiet ones, written not with words, but with shared presence and unspoken understanding. And so the story of Liu Yuning and Zhao Lusi settles into a quiet, lasting warmth, like the final note of a melody that fades slowly rather than ending abruptly. There is no dramatic farewell, no clear conclusion written in bold lines. Instead, what remains is a feeling soft and reassuring, that lingers gently in the heart. Their imagined world does not need certainty or definition to feel complete, because its beauty lies in how naturally it exists. In this ending, they continue walking forward on their own paths, carrying with them the subtle imprint of having once shared the same light. Liu Yuning keeps his calm steadiness, his gaze still deep and thoughtful, yet now touched with a hint of softness that comes from being understood. Zhao Lusi remains bright and sincere, her smile still effortless, but enriched by the quiet knowledge that she has been someone's gentle refuge, even if only for a moment. The sweetness of their story does not fade with distance or time. Instead, it transforms into something calmer, something more enduring. It becomes a memory that resurfaces unexpectedly, like a familiar song heard again after many years. Each time it does, it brings the same gentle comfort, the same small smile, as if nothing essential has been lost. Perhaps this is the truest ending for the Lollipop couple. Not a promise of forever, but a reminder of how warmth can exist without possession, how connection can be meaningful without permanence. Their story ends where it began, in quiet harmony, leaving behind a softness that continues to glow long after the moment has passed.